Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Answer. How are you?
I'm very well, sir. What about you?
All good, all good. So I thought to interact with the candidates.
Yes, sir. Please proceed.
Hi, hi, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing all? This is Colonel Verma, your chief buddy.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
sir. Good evening.
Hi, sir.
Yeah. So nice to see you all. I hope
Thank
you
you.
are doing good and keeping pace with our classroom.
Yes, sir, we are.
Okay, I could see a few students new names in the list. Can you please introduce yourself? Who are the new one? Adarsh Mishra. Can you know about you, please? Adarsh Mishra. Okay. And what about Ayush Tiwari? Ayush. Okay. What happened here? You guys don't want to speak to me? Huh? Okay, anyway. So I hope you are liking the CSET module and very much hopeful and convinced with our guarantee program. Anybody is having any doubt?
No doubt, sir. It's very much helpful for me. And past nearly 4 attempts, I attempt the UPC, but this much in the nearly 5 or 6 class, I very much helpful for. And guys are really very helpful for every doubt and each and every topic. They are a slow and steady manner. I'm very thankful for, sir.
Yeah, Chandru, that was if you remember my elevator pitch, I tried to tell you that we are giving you guarantee, not like that we will pay you back. It was based on the quality, mentoring, and the classes our faculty was supposed to take, and I'm very happy that you are convinced in since we started on first, I think, and within 6 or 7 classes, you have attained such confidence. I'm
Yes.
really happy.
Thank you,
And
sir.
अभी तो बहुत चीजें आने बाकी हैं. Like I am introducing one more faculty in coming week that will be for CSET also, so that you will have diversity and you will see the different viewpoints. That is very much needed, especially for the CSET part. Anybody else who has still got any doubt regarding CSET or who is not convinced that उसका तो निकलेगा नहीं CSET? Anybody? So I feel that everybody is happy with the CSET part. And what about the NCRTs? Yeah, what about the NCRT?
Hello, sir. It's Sanjeev, and I would like to answer these things. I'm very glad to.
Yeah, Sanjeev,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So actually, all classes are running well, and we are getting also lots of helping hands from our mentors and faculties. In NCRT classes also, that classes also improved. Why? Because like I am a working professional, so I'm not getting also that much of time for my self study also due to this COVID work from home. So this NCERT classes also were very helpful for me. Why? Because the ma'ams and sirs are taking in that way, and they are like interacting and connecting to the real-time scenario with current affairs. That's all the related things are I'm able to connect due to this helping lectures.
Okay,
So
great.
I'm very much convinced what I am getting from faculties and mentors.
Very good, very good. So I'm overwhelmed by knowing this thing from my student and claim to give you. At least we have tried to give something. Arthur, how are you doing? Arthur from Jammu, Kashmir. Arthur, can you unmute yourself? Arthur, am I audible to you? Okay. Shiv Shakti.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how are you doing, man?
Fine, sir.
Okay, and happy, satisfied?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good. Like your mentor is taking care of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So all kudos to my team and a special thanks to Gyan sir. Keep it up, Gyan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, guys. Anytime you wish to connect with me, you can reach out to me anytime. My number is visible in the group also, and I keep trying to speak to you guys. So anytime if you wish to give me feedback, any suggestion, I'm open to, especially the suggestions. If you think that we can bring more quality, we can make it more student friendly, I'm open to. You can reach out to me anytime. Thank you very much. And Gyan sir, please take over.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay, sir. Bye. So, good evening, everyone. So first of all, anyone have any doubt in the previous lecture, then please ask. Then I'll proceed further. So no one have any query in the number system, profit and loss, percentage. Okay, no problem. So today, first of all, I'll do one thing. I'll discuss some previous year questions related to the number system. And after that, I'll proceed with the new topic, that is surds, indices and logarithm. Basically, according to the plan was saying that key first of all discuss the ratio and proportion, and then simple interest and compound interest. But without the knowledge of powers and surds, you are not able to solve the questions related to the simple interest and compound interest easily. That's why I'll discuss it further, means ahead. Then after I'll discuss simple interest and compound interest and your ratio and proportion as well. Fine. So first of all, today I am going to discuss some previous year questions. So please try to solve it by yourself. Basically, I have already the solution for those questions. So I think I already discussed these questions in the class. Please see if anybody want to ask these questions, then please raise your hand. Question number 1, I already discussed in the class. And question number 2, basically this question, how many number of zeros at the end of 335 factorial? So how you will calculate? I already told you all that n by 5 plus n by 5 square plus n by 5 cube and so on. Whatever the number you will get, that will be your answer. And n will be here 335. Please try to solve this and tell me the answer within 2 minutes only. Please try to solve the question number 2. Question number 1, I already solved in the class only. Question number 2, how many number of zeros are possible at the end of 335 factorial? Please tell me, anyone? Am I audible or not, yaar? Hello?
Yes, sir,
Audible,
you
sir.
are.
You're
Okay,
audible.
okay. So please solve the question number 2. And if anyone is not able to get this concept, then please refer the previous lectures based on the number system. I already discussed this concept. That's why I'm not discussing it again. Okay. And if anybody have query who already attended the previous lecture, then please you can ask. Don't hesitate to ask me. So this will be the answer, and whatever the integral value you will get for this, and for this, basically you will not get you will get this value in the 0 point something. That means there will be no integral value. So after this, if you will divide 335 by 5 to the power 5, again you will get 0 point something. So you can skip these parts. You have to calculate this and this one. So for this, 5 6 are 30, 5 7 are 35. For this, you will get 25 1s are 25 and 25 3s are 75 and plus 10. That means 13 point something. And for this, you will get 2 point something. Means 125 2s are 250. Okay, 125 3s are, that will be 375. So that will be more than means that will be more than 3 and more than 335. So you cannot take that value. So the final answer for this will be 82 only. So is this clear to all or not? Question number 2. Basically, these are the previous year questions which are already came in the CSAT exam. So that's why I just gave these questions. So please try to solve it very quickly so that I'll proceed with the new concept. Question number 2 done or not?
Done, sir.
Okay. So question number 3 I already covered in the classroom, and these 2 questions also I already covered in the classroom. So what will be the LCM and HCF for this? Okay, so how you will calculate? Basically x square plus y square. So there is no factor possible for this. So x square plus y square. Second one is x square minus y square. That means 1 comma x plus y, x minus y. And third one is x plus y. That means 1 and x plus y only. So for HCF part, you have to see the common part in all three. So x square plus y square is not available in these two. So you can skip this part. So 1 is common to all. So HCF will be 1 for this question. And LCM means whatever the things are common, you will write that thing once. So x minus y, you can write like this. X plus y, you will write once like this. X square plus y square, that is like this. And you can write 1 as well. So when you will multiply this and this, you will get x minus y, x plus y. That means a minus b, a plus b. That is equals to a square minus b square. Again, x square plus y square. And when you will multiply any number with 1, you will get the number itself. So again, here also a minus b, a plus b. So the same formula will again applicable. That means a square minus b square. So what you will get the final answer for the HCF? X power 4 minus y power 4. Is it clear? So HCF for fourth A will be 1 and LCM will be x to the power 4 minus y to the power 4. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Please tell, please ask if anybody have query, then please raise your hand. Basically, I'm going in means little bit speedy manner just because I'm discussing the questions. Whatever the concept I already discussed in the classroom, so I can just means go a little bit fast for the questions related to those concepts. Okay. So for fourth B and fourth C, so these are the questions basically related to the HCF and LCM part. So how you will calculate? When you will calculate the HCF, you have to calculate the HCF of numerator, and you have to calculate the LCM of the denominator part. Suppose HCF of B question, that means HCF of 2, 4 and 8 and LCM of 3, 9 and 27. So you will get here 2, 4, 8. 2 will be common. That will be here. 3, 9, 27. So LCM for this 27. So 27 will be 2 upon 27 will be HCF for this. And when you will go for the LCM part, so LCM of 2, 4, 8. Okay. And HCF of 3, 9 and 27. So the LCM for this will be 8 and HCF for this will be 3. So 8 by 3 will be the answer. Fine. So anyone have query in these questions, then please raise your hand. Please ask your doubts in the class itself. Okay, and don't hesitate to ask anything. Is it clear to all? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So after this, I'll go with new question. So this one is also, this question was asked in the IAS 2016, as I remember. Okay. So basically what the question is, the product of three consecutive natural numbers, okay, the first of which is an even number, is always divisible by, okay. So 12, 24 or 8 or all of these, fine. So what you have to do here, first number will be your even number, okay. So what you have to do, even cross odd cross even, what you will get, first you have to find out this. So even you multiplied by even, you will get even number, and again even number will be there, so even cross even, again you will get even number. So one thing is clear, that you will get an even number, okay. And after that, what you have to do, suppose just here I consider that n is the number, n is our first number, okay. So they are saying that there are three consecutive numbers. So second number will be n plus 1 and the third number will be n plus 2. So after that, what they are saying, n plus 1 and n plus 2. So by which number this number is divisible, right? This is your basic question, where this is your even number and this is your even number again. So automatically this will be your odd number, because this is in between two even numbers. So one possibility is that, suppose n equals to 2. N equals to 2. This is the lowest even number, okay, which is possible. So 2, again, if n is 2, then this number will be 3. After that, 2 plus 2, that means 4, okay. So by which number it is divisible? Basically it is divisible by here you can see by the option as well, 12, 24 and 8. So it is divisible by all these numbers, okay. So you can say that all of these are the answer by just judging this one. Okay, again you can just pick one more option like 4, 5, 6, okay. So again 4, 6 the 24, 5 the 120. Again it is divisible by 24, that means it is divisible by all these three options. But somewhere you will get a number like where just 1 minute, I'm telling you. Basically you get one thing here, whenever you will start with an even number and you will go for the three consecutive numbers. So this number is also divisible by 3, okay. So one number is even here, one even is here, one even is here, okay, and the number is divisible by 3, okay. So what it will,
Sir,
yes,
sir, why the three number? I mean the multiplication of three number is divisible by 3.
okay, basically
So why it is?
yeah, basically I'm telling you, basically when you will start by an odd sorry, even number, you will get in between any odd number, and after that again you will get any even number. So total numbers are here what, 3, okay. And if this is even, this is even, so in between, so suppose any number you can consider like 12, 13, 14, fine. So here also what happened, like this number is divisible by 3 itself, okay. So आपका क्या होगा, जब तीन नंबर कंटिन्यू होंगे, कंसेक्यूटिव होंगे, तो 1 2 3 2 3 4 4 5 6, तो देयर आर 3 नंबर्स, तो वो कहीं ना कहीं 2 से डिविजिबल होगा, अगेन वो 3 से डिविजिबल होगा, ओके। 4 की डिविजिबिलिटी वी कैन नॉट अश्योर अबाउट दैट, बट अगर ऐसा कोई नंबर्स होगा, बिकॉज three numbers are consecutive, so after every 3 number you will get the repetition for the divisibility of 3. You got my point?
Yes, sir. So it is also divisible by 2 now.
Yeah. Basically there are 2 even numbers, so the number will be automatically divisible by 2 itself, okay. Or not only once, the number will be,
Okay,
yeah.
now sir, I got it.
Okay, fine. So basically they are saying one more thing here, just I'll tell you. So first number is even, so that number is divisible by 2. Again n plus 1 is second number, and third number is again n plus 2. So this number is also divisible by 2. So n plus 1. So when you will multiply all these numbers, you will get the divisibility by 3 for this number. So when you will multiply all these numbers, you will get 12. Okay. So the whatever the number you will get means you will calculate for the three consecutive numbers, whatever the number that is possible. So that number is always divisible by 12. Okay. Basically, even number is possible for this, even number is possible for this. And if three numbers are in the consecutive manner where first number is even, so third number will also be even number. So when you will multiply three consecutive number itself, so that number is automatically divisible by 3. So first number is even, so that is divisible by 2. Third number is even, that is also divisible by 2. So when you will multiply three consecutive number, automatically that is also divisible by 3 itself. Not only n plus 1, that means I'm not saying that whatever the number you are getting in between n and n plus 2, that is divisible by 2. This is not the concept. When you will multiply all these three numbers, whatever the answer you will get, that will definitely divisible by 3. So two even numbers, so you will get the combination of 2 cross 2 and 1 3 divisibility. That means the number will be automatically divisible by 2, 12. So your option A will be correct for this question. Is it clear or not? If anybody have doubt, then I'll repeat the concept. Please ask. Is it clear?
Sir, like I have a doubt.
Yeah, please ask.
Sir, when we multiply even to even, then we get even number. When we
Okay.
multiply odd to odd, then we get odd number.
Odd number, fine.
And when we multiply even to odd, then we get even number.
Yes.
So can't it be odd?
No, it's not possible. Basically, just see by example. Na? Suppose 2 is your even number. So when you will multiply by 3, you will get 6. Suppose 20 is your even number. Fine. You will multiply by 5. 5 is an odd number. Again, you will get 100. So whatever the number you can see means when you will multiply an even number by an odd number, you will get always an even number. You can check it. Basically,
Okay,
yeah. किसी भी इवन में आप इवन का मल्टीप्लाई करोगे, you will get even. When you will multiply even by odd, again you will get even. So even will make all the numbers even itself. Okay. Even में आप कुछ भी करो, multiply करोगे, divide करोगे, all time you will get the even number. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. So the next question, okay, I already discussed this question in the classroom itself. 81 to the power y equals to 1 by 27 to the power x. So basically this is the question related to your indices part, basically power part. Okay. So I'll discuss it further as well. So basically kya hai? You have to equate the powers in the multiple of 3. So when you will equate it, this and this will be equal to each other. That means 4y equals to minus 3x. So you have to calculate the value of x. So x will be equals to 4y divided by 3, and this is the negative sign that will come like this. Okay, so this is an easy question. So I don't think so we have to invest the time on this. We'll move further. So this is the question, IAS 1991. The average of x1, x2 and x3 is 14. Twice the sum of x2 and x3 is 30. What is the value of x1? Okay. So what you have to do, you have to follow the means whatever the thing they mentioned. So first line, the average of x1, x2 and x3 is 14. Average means the number, means the whatever the number, just add those numbers and the total number. Okay, you have to count the numbers itself, means 1 number, 2 number and 3 number. So divide by 3, that is equals to 14. So it will go in the right hand side. You have to do the cross multiplication. So when you will do the cross multiplication, so 14 cross 3, that will be equals to 42. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 equals to 42. This will be the first equation by the first line. Twice the sum of x2 and x3. That means sum of x2 plus x3, you have to double it. You will get 30 as your answer. Okay. So twice the sum of x2 and x3. The sum of x2 and x3 will be this. The twice will be this, equals to 30. So again, x2 plus x3 equals to 30 divided by 2. When this will go in the right hand side like this. So you will get x2 plus x3 equals to 15. So what you have to calculate, what is the value of x1? So again, simply from the equation 1, you have already x1 plus x2 plus x3 equals to 42. So what will be x1 equals to x2 plus x3 from equation 2, that is equals to 15 only. That is equals to 42. That means x1 equals to 42 minus 15. So 27 is the answer for this question. Is it clear or not? If anybody have doubt, then please ask. Basically, these are kind of questions are repeating since last 3-4 years. These are the very basic questions. You have to follow the instruction, whatever they mention in the questions, and just proceed with the concept only. There is no as such formula or there is no as such requirement for any concept, any tough concept, any basic concept. Basically, you have to follow the instruction, whatever mentioned in the question, you will get your answer. Is it clear? Question number 2, 3, 4, whatever it is it clear to
Yes.
all or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
perfect. So after this, I'll discuss the next question. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, so what it is basically, okay. So if a equals to x square minus y square, b equals to 20, and x plus y equals to 10, then a is greater than b is greater than a is equals to b. It is not possible to compare a and b as the data provided is inadequate. Again, 96 IAS question. So basically, I just want to tell you that I mentioned that this is the IAS 96 question. That means not ki this kind of question they will not ask in your 2021 examination. Basically, when I just go through the previous year question, I just saw whatever the question they are asking from the 91 to 2005. These questions are repeating from 2011, from when they change the pattern. Basically, from when they introduce the CSAT pattern, they are repeating these questions many times. Okay, so that's why I am covering the questions whatever they asked in the previous years. Okay, so this question again, a equals to this, b equals to this, and x plus y equals to 10. Then you have to tell that a is greater than b is greater than a, or a equals to b, or the data is, the data provided is inadequate. So how you will proceed? First of all, you will write like this: a equals to x square minus y square. Again, a square minus b square, that is equals to a plus b, a minus b. So a equals to basically x plus y equals to 10, they already given. So a equals to x means 10 into x minus y, and b equals to 20. So these are the two equations. This one is the first equation, this one is the second equation. So by using these two equations, you are not able to solve the value of x and y. So if you are not able to solve the value of x and y, that means you are not able to solve, get the value of a. So you cannot compare the value of a and b. Is it clear? Basically, till that time, if you have not the idea what is the value of x and y, you will not be able to solve the answer for a. And if you have not idea what is the value of a, then you are not able to compare the value of a and b. That means it is not possible to compare a and b as the data provided is inadequate. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So please just see now. Basically, they are asking these kind of questions, and there is no any formula, no any concept is used in the question. You have to read the language of the questions, and you will get the answer itself. There is no requirement for any reading or writing, means any practice or anything else for the CSAT. Okay, just be confident. So just read the line by line, read the question line by line, and just try to expand that only. There is no need of any concept. Just expand the question, you will get your answer. Okay, so after this, the next question: if x plus 2y equals to 2x plus y, then what will be the value of x square plus upon y square? Again, the same thing. What you have to do, just you have to write this, and after that you have to solve the value of this. So what you will, how you will proceed? X plus 2y equals to 2x plus y. So just do one thing. Whatever the value of x is mentioned, just make it on one side. Whatever the value of y is mentioned, make it on one side. So what you will do? 2y minus y equals to 2x minus x. So 2y minus y means 2y minus 1y, that is equals to y. 2x minus x, that is equals to x. So basically x and y both are equal. Okay, so you can write one more thing from here, x divided by y equals to 1. Just you shifted this y in the right hand side. So if x upon y equals to 1, just square the both hand side, you will get 1 square, that is equals to 1 again. So just tell me, is there any concept, is there any formula used in this question?
No, sir, no concept at all. Just
Okay.
the
Just read the theory. Basically what happened now, there is a phobia kind of thing related to the mathematics question. So if you will see like the question where x and y and z is mentioned, just you will skip that part without reading the question. These are the very basic questions and there is no any concept, no any formula is used. At least do one thing in the examination hall, just read the question and just try to expand the means question itself. Don't use any formula, don't use any concept, just expand that question. I'm damn sure about that you will get the answer. Okay, yeah, please. Okay, fine. So after this, again in the sequence of numbers 5 8 13, then dash dash 34 55 89, what will be the value of x? Okay, is 99 again. So how you will proceed, just see here. Okay, so basically these kind of question, if you have practice, okay, practice means if you are able to just open or expand the question, then it is easy to just find out the value, means it is easy to calculate the things. Otherwise you can skip these kind of means question instantly. If you are able to solve, then that is okay. Otherwise you will get the means you will solve it, you will consume your time, but you are not able to solve these kind of questions. Okay, so what happened here, just see. I just got the answer directly. That means 5 plus 8, that is equals to 13. Someone is also see like 5 plus 3. Okay, then 3 plus 5 again. What happened here, you can do one more thing, plus 7, but you'll get like 20. So it's not the option, even in the option available. Okay, fine. So again, if you are doing 3 plus 5 plus 7, that means you have to do here plus 9. That means this digit should be 29. So this concept is wrong here, what I applied first time. Okay, so I'll just see another one more thing, like the sum of the first two numbers, like 5 plus 8, you will get 13. So whatever the answer here will be, that means 13 plus x equals to 34. Okay, again x plus 34 equals to 55. Now you can do one thing, just you can add these two values and you will get the answer. Okay, otherwise you can just go with the option like this. If you will put here like 20, what happened like here, 30 plus 20, you will get 33. So your answer is not satisfied. When you will put 21, 13 plus 21, that is equals to 34, and 21 plus 34, that is equals to 55. So for the previous number, for the means next number, for both 21 is satisfying the answer. So 21 will be the right answer for this question. And for the sequence and series, one more idea is that just go with the options. Okay, so suppose here 4 options are given, so just put 20 here first and then compare. Like here 7 difference is here, 14 difference is here, but 3 and 5, so 14, it's not possible. Again, when you will put here like 21, so what you will get, like 3 difference is here, 5 here, again 8 here, then 13 here. So difference concept is not already used here. So 5 plus 8, then 8 plus 13. So this is satisfying. This is satisfying. The means option B is satisfying the question. So you can proceed like that also. Okay. So for the sequence and series question, you have to do a lot of practice. Okay. So by practice, you can solve these questions, and there is no as such concept behind this also. Okay. Fine. After this, someone is commenting. Just 1 minute. Revati Sukla. Wow, mind opening tricks. Yeah, these are the mind opening tricks. And I think it's your first class. So please share your contact details in the chat box. Fine. So is it clear or not? Basically, when you will get the question related to the numbers, means sequence series, or anything like this. So if you are doing the practice and practice, so practice is the only key to solve these kind of questions. Okay. So I'll solve so many questions related to your sequence and series. Even I'll discuss the entire chapter of the sequence and series. After that, you will be able to solve so many questions related to these concepts. So it might be possible that you will pick the question in the examination hall also. Basically, I cannot assure you, but after so many practice of the so many question, you will be able to solve the question in the examination hall. Fine. After this, one more question related to your algebra part itself. For the system of equation 1 and 2, like x square plus y square equals to this, x power 4 minus y power 4 equals to this, the values of x and y will be. Okay. So again, you can do two things here. First of all, just put the value like for the option A, option B, option C, and option D. If you have no idea about the algebraic concept, how to solve the linear equation in one variable, two variable, like that, then you can just put these values and just try to find out whatever the option satisfying the both of the equation, that will be your right answer. First approach will be that, and second one is already mentioned here. So when you will go with the first approach, that means like plus 4 plus 3. So when you will put here, so plus 4 will be the value of x, plus 3 will be the value of y. So plus 4 to the power 2, that will be 16, and plus 3 power 2, that will be 9. So 16 plus 9 equals to 25, which is not equals to 34. Just cut the option A. Tick. It is not necessary that if some option is satisfying the equation 1 and not satisfying the equation 2, that will be the right answer. So whatever the value given in the option, that must be satisfy the both of the equation, whatever they mention in the question. Okay. So if you have no idea about the algebra, just go through the option. Okay. After that, plus 5 and plus 3. So just check here. Plus 5 will be the value of x, plus 3 will be the value of y. So when you will put plus 5 square, that is 25, and plus 3 square, that is 9, that is 34. So it is satisfying for the equation number 1. So you have to cross check for this as well. So plus 5 power 4, that will be 624, minus plus 3 power 4, that is equals to 81. Again, what you will get here, 5 minus 1, 4, 12 minus 8, 4, 6 minus 1, that was the carry, that means 4, 5, 4, 4. So you are getting both the values, that means plus 5 plus 3. So option B will be is correct for this. So you can just go like this also. There is no formula, no concept, just cross check the options only. Okay. So this concept is clear to all or not? So that I'll proceed with the formula means solution what I mentioned here. Is it clear? Means verification
Sir.
of the answer by using the options. Yes, please tell me.
Sir, I think if we will go by the option C, then that value will be in negative format.
No. Well, why value will be in the negative format? No, it's not. If suppose I already told you now for 1 and for 2. So if suppose you are using this or using this or using this or using this. So for any one of the options, suppose you are getting here plus 34 and here minus 44, 544. So that option will be wrong. It's not true that if here mentioned that plus 544 and when you are solving you are getting minus 544. So if you are getting this, then just proceed with the next option again. So, and just solve. I'm damn sure about that key you will get this option by using A, B, C, means any one of them, whatever the option given in the A, B, C, and D options. Is it
Okay.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the idea that key how you will approach for the questions by using the options. Okay. So sometimes this is also useful. Like when I was in the 11th, 12th, and when I was solving the questions related to the physics. So my first trick was that just I will proceed with the first of all unit part, like Newton per meter or Newton or Joule. Okay. So suppose they are asking for the work, and in the option they are like saying first option is in Joule, second one is in the Joule upon second, third one is in the Newton, fourth one is the meter per second square. So I know that the unit for the work is Joule only. So I'm damn sure about that option A will be only option A will be correct. And for such kind of question, I never solve them. Just I mark the answer like option A will be correct only. Okay. So by using these kind of tricks, also you can solve, means pick some questions in your examination hall, and these are the very easy concept. Okay. So basically, if you will go with the means concept wise, means formula wise, then what you have to do? First of all, x square plus y square. Okay. Second one is x power 4 minus y power 4. So just I consider equation number 1 for the 1, and for 2 you can write it like a power 4 minus b power 4. So you can write it a square square minus b square square. That means you can write it like a square minus b square, a square plus b square. Okay. So I did the same thing here. X square square minus y square square equals to this. So I got x square plus y square into x square minus y square equals to 544. So again, from equation 1, you can put the value of x square plus y square here. That is 34. So what you will get, x square minus y square equals to 544, and when you will shift it in the right hand side, that will go in the division part. So 34 16s are 544. So you will get two equation like x square minus y square equals to 16. This is your third equation, and first equation was x square plus y square equals to 34. Okay, this is your first equation. So when you will add these two, y square plus y square minus y square, that will be cancelled. So you'll get 2x square equals to 50. That means x square equals to 50. Oh, sorry, 50 divided by 2. That means x square equals to 25. So the possibility for x is plus 5 and minus 5. Okay. So all the options are available, means all the options available in the questions are in the positive. So you will consider only plus 5. So again, plus 5, you will put in the equation number 1 for the in the place of x. That means 5 square plus y square equals to 34. You will get y square equal to 34 minus 25. Y square equals to 9. So again, y equals to plus minus 3, means plus 3 minus 3. So options are in the positive. That means plus 5 and plus 3 will be your final answer. Is it clear? By using the concept. Okay. Means so you can see here, if you will use the concept, so the question is little bit lengthy, but when you will go with the option, so the question, you can solve this question within 2 or 3 lines. Okay. Revati, it's your first class, so please share me your contact details in the chat box. Okay, so that you'll get the class links and updates for the means further classes.
Sir,
Okay.
I am a part of UPSC Lounge WhatsApp group.
Okay, you are the part of the group. Okay, fine, then I'll see. Okay, so next question, how many numbers are there in between 99 and 1000 such that the digit 8 occupies the unit place? Okay, so in between 99 to 1000, so these numbers will be from 100 to 999. Okay, so all numbers will be of 3 digits. So they are saying ki unit digit is fixed like 8. After that, what are the possibility, means how many numbers are possible in such manners that you will get the answer like means what unit means unit digit आपका 8 होगा. After that, ऐसी कौन कौन से numbers possible है, how many numbers are such numbers are possible for which the unit digit is 8 in between 99 to 1000. So how you will proceed? So simple, just draw a basic block like this. So 8 is fixed, that means unit digit is fixed. So varying digit will be like this and this. So the possibility for this is what? 1 to 9 only. Basically, if you will put 0 here, so that number will be only for the 2 digits. So you can put on means 9 digits here, that is from 1 to 9. And for this means for the tens, you can put write any number from 0 to 9. So there will be 10 combination for this, and there will be 9 combination for this. Is it clear? 9 possibilities are here and 10 possibilities are here. So suppose if I'm fixing 1 here, so for 1 again, tens at tens place there are 10 possibility. Again, when you will put 2 at your 100 place, so again you will get the 10 possibility. For the 3 same, again 10, and in the same manner for 9 as well, the 10 possibility. So for all 9 numbers, you are getting the 10 possibilities. That means 9 cross 10 possibilities are there, for which you will get the unit digit as 8. Is it clear or not? Please tell me. ये वाला क्वेश्चन क्लियर है कि नहीं सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if anybody have query, then ask. Basically, no formula, no concept was used in this question as well. Okay. So unit digit was fixed. After that, they are asking like what will be the how many numbers are possible when if we are fixing 8 as a unit digit, we will get the number means how many numbers are such numbers are possible. So if you will put 0 here, so the number will be only of 2 digit. But if you will put 1 here, the number will be of 3 digit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Again, here 0 to 9 possibility for 1, 0 to 9 possibility for 2, 0 to 9 possibility for 3, 0 to 9 possibility for 4, and in the same manner here. So 0 to 9, that means 10 digit for this at tens place, 10 digit, 10 digit, 10 digit. So when you will just cross multiply, you can just do two things here. Just add all these 9 tens. Okay, 10 possibilities, all these 9 10 possibilities, you will get 90 like this. Otherwise you can proceed at 100 place, 9 possibilities are there. At tens place, 10 possibilities are there. When you will multiply these number, you will get the 90 directly. Is it clear? अगर
Yes,
किसी को
sir.
क्लियर नहीं हो तो प्लीज रेज योर हैंड. So these are the some questions related to your previous year. Fine. Related to the number system there, and just you can see here, this is the question of the IAS 2017. Okay, so basically they are not asking IAS 2001 question is this, and one question they ask like x plus y equals to 9, x square minus y square equals to 16. What will be the value of x and y? This was the question for the 2015. Okay, CSAT 2015 question. So again, what you have to do, you can do one thing, x plus y, x minus y equals to 16. That means x minus y equals to what? 16 divided by 9. Basically, I'm forgetting the digit that is in the multiple form. Don't worry, you will not get any options like in the decimal form. Okay, so these kind of questions they are repeating since last 9-10 years from when the main CSAT was introduced. Okay, so don't worry, I'll cover so many questions in the class itself. Okay, so this concept, I think these things are clear to you all. Fine. And if anyone have doubt, then please tell me. Yeah, Daisy, this is the class for the Sampurna itself. Don't worry, you can join this. Okay. This is the question part. After this, I'll proceed with the means concept part. Okay. So just give me 1 minute. Fine. So is there any query related to these concept? Anyone have query, then please ask. Otherwise, I'll move with the concept part. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay,
Very
fine,
much
fine.
clear.
Okay, fine. So as I already told you in the starting of the class that I'll discuss the surds, indices and logarithm part today in the class. So basically indices means powers. Okay. So powers, so there is only one concept which we will use in the power portion. Just give me 1 minute. Yeah, Arthur, don't worry, you'll get the video. Okay, just after the class, you'll get the video. Okay, so surds, indices, and log. Surds means you can say like root, indices means powers, okay, and log, that means logarithm. Okay, so first of all, you have a basic idea about indices. So one thing like somewhere is written like a power m cross a power n. So we write it like directly a power m plus n. So what it exactly it means, if base is same, suppose for any number base is same, then in multiplication power will be added. Okay, power added. This is the concept. In division, power will be power subtracted. Fine. Like if I write like this, a power m divided by a power n. So this will be written like a power a whole power m upon n. So sorry, not m upon n, a whole power m minus n. Okay, basically this is in the division part. Just see by examples as well. Suppose somewhere written like 2 power 8 cross 2 power 16. So 2 and 2 both are same, means base is same. You will add the power, you will get the 2 power 20. Somewhere written like 2 power 4 cross 1024. So 1024 is nothing, that is 2 power 10. So what you will do, 2 again base is same, what you have to do, just add these powers. So basically the logic behind the surds, indices and logarithms are used to simplify the questions. Okay, and they means might ask the question directly related to these concepts. Otherwise, whenever they will ask the question related to your ratio, proportion, simple interest, compound, suppose you are calculating the compound interest or amount, so you will get the concept p into 1 plus r upon 100 whole power n. Suppose n is in the negative, like minus 2 by 3. Okay, so if you have no idea about how to solve the powers, then how you will solve this question? So that's why means we have to discuss the means surds and indices parts in the starting. After that, I'll discuss the simple interest, compound interest, ratio, proportions, and all those concepts. Is it clear or not? In the multiply, we will add the, if the base is same, we will add the power. In the division, if base is same, we will subtract the power. Is it clear? In the same manner, you can see for the division as well. Just 1 minute. Like if I'm writing 2 power 16 divided by 2 power 5. So what you will do? 2 again base is same, 16 minus 5. So you will get 2 power 11 as your answer. Is it clear? Chandru, is it clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, fine. So just see the formula in the means, sorry. Just 1 minute. Where it is? Here. Fine. So again, the third logic, first and second I already cleared. So first one is if base is same and the numbers are in the multiplication, so power will be added. If base is same, numbers are in the division, power will be subtracted. Second one. So means for any number, power to the power, if somewhere is written like a 2 power 3 whole power 2. So what you have to do, you can multiply all those powers like 2 power 3 cross 2. Okay, is it clear or just need to describe it by using the pen? Third one is clear or not? Power to the power, that will be in the just come in the multiplication. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear,
Okay.
sir.
Fourth one, just expansion. That means if two numbers are in the multiplication form with the same power, that means a cross b whole power n, you can write those means numbers separately with using the same power. Okay, that means a to the power n will be written separately and b to the power n written separately. Fifth one is a upon b whole power n, again the same concept. When you will expand, you can write the power separately. Okay, fourth and fifth expansion. And sixth one is a to the power 0. That means for any number, if power is 0, that number will be 1 itself. Okay, and seventh one is suppose a to the power x equals to a to the power y. Okay, that means this is only and only possibility, means this kind of thing is only possible when the value of x and y is equal. Otherwise the both value is both value will be equals to 0. Just 1 minute. Basically what they are saying, a power x equals to a power y if and only if when x equals to y or x equals to y equals to 0. Like base will be same and powers will be equal. कब ऐसा होगा जब आपका x और y की वैल्यू इक्वल होगी, अदरवाइज the both value of x and y equals to 0. And for this you can write it like a power x equals to b power y as well when if and only if x equals to 0 and y equals to 0. Just I'll show you some examples. Like somewhere is written like 2 power 3 equals to 2 power 3. So here a, both a are same. So again here x equals to y. That's why it is possible. 2 power 0 equals to 2 power 0. Again, the value will be 1. So x and y both are 0. Like we can write 3 power 0 equals to 20 power 0 as well. Basically, we will get 1. So if base is different, but power is 0, then we can equate any number. Is it clear? Don't worry, I'll discuss some questions based on these concepts. So after that, these are more clearer to you all guys. Okay. Don't worry. So these are the basic formula related to your surds part. And one more formula is there. If any power is in negative, okay. So suppose 2 to the power minus 3. So what you have to do, just put that means entire number in the denominator part with the positive power. Okay. So means the number will go in the denominator with the change in their sign. Is it clear? Formula number 8. Chandru, is it clear or not? Please tell me.
Yeah, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. Please speak now. Yeah. Okay. Laws of surds. Okay. So I'll discuss it. Just give me 1 minute. Surds means roots basically. So what is the basic definition of surd? That means somewhere is written like a and the root of n. So you can write it like a whole power 1 upon n. Okay. For example, you can if somewhere is written directly like this, n is not mentioned here, that means square root. We all are already aware about this logic. So what you have to write, what exactly it means, a power 1 by 2. How it is, just I'm telling you. Just see by one example. Suppose I'm writing square root of 4. So till now what you all are doing, 2 cross 2, just make a pair. Just you got 2 as your answer. But how? Just see here. Square root of 4, that means 4 power 1 upon 2. So now 4, what you can write 4, 2 power 2, 1 upon 2. Again, just see here. The concept of indices is used. A power m whole power n, what you will write? A power m n. Okay. So 2 power m n, that means 2 into 1 upon 2. So 2 and 2 will be cancelled out. 2 will be your answer. So by using this concept only, you are getting the answer like 2, not using the pair or this kind of thing is right. Don't worry basically. But why we are pairing? Basically just 2 is here. That's why we are pairing. Suppose if 3 is here, then you have to make 3. 4 is here, then you have to make it 4, like that. Is it clear? This is the basic definition of the surds. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
yeah. Suppose somewhere is written like 3 and a, that means a power 1 upon 3. Suppose somewhere is written like 50 and here 20, that means 20 to the power 1 upon 50. Okay. So these kind of things are used. Okay. That's why I'm telling you all guys. So after this, just see here. Second one is just expansion, like what we are doing in the indices part, the same thing. So if there are multiplication of two numbers having a surd kind of thing, so what you have to do, just you can make them, you can wrote those numbers separately. So square means root of a with means power 1 by n, yeah, a to the power 1 by n and into b to the power 1 by n, just in the last directly. Okay. So surds when the power is like n, a, b, you can write a surds of in the surds of n and b in the surds of n. Again, you can just write means it like a into b whole power 1 upon n. Otherwise, you can write those things separately as well. Again, in the division part also, I did the same thing. Again, suppose somewhere is written like this. One is in the surds form, another is in the power form. So what you have to do, simply you can just expand like this, ki a to the power m, and that is in the surds form. That means a to the power m we write directly, and n is in the surd form. So that will go in 1 upon n form. So a whole power m upon n, like this. Okay. So after this, one more logic is there. Yeah, got it or not?
Yes, I got it, sir.
Okay. Again, if there are so many surds using for any specific number, so you can do one thing. just multiply all those surd means power directly, and you can just simplify that number, like surds of p, surds of n, surds of m. So simply you can write m and p means complete in the multiplication form, and that will be in the surd, and of a again that will go in the division part, like 1 upon m and p. Is it clear? So these are the basic laws behind the surds. After this, logarithm. So log is nothing but it is logarithm of any number of a of a given base is equal to the index to which the base should be raised to obtain the given number. Basically, if some any number is written like a to the power x equals to c, then x is called logarithm of a number c to the base a. This is basic definition. So just 1 minute, I'll show it to you.
Sir,
Yes.
can you please show previous slide?
Yeah, please. See. Okay. Yeah. You are writing, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll share this PDF as well. And one more thing, from now onwards, I'll upload all the things on your Google Drive only. I'm not going to share the things on your means WhatsApp number. So please check your drive, okay, frequently.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. So basically log is not the part of the syllabus of the means CSAT exam, but I'm discussing it. Okay, so just don't worry. So suppose if somewhere is written like a to the power x equals to c. So what you will you can write it like, just you can see it, just we have less time, so just please see in the slide itself. Okay, so like if a to the power x equals to c is mentioned somewhere, so you can write just take, when you will take the log of the both hand side, you will get like log c base a equals to x. Okay, so these are the some examples, but before that you can see the formula. So just for you have to remember only three formulas, a, b and c only. Okay, so and d and e is nothing. Okay, these are the expansion of a, b and c. So if the two numbers are in the multiplication, so if we are taking the log for that, so base will be same and number will be written in the addition. And if two numbers are in the division, we are taking the log, again base will be same, and those numbers will be written in the subtraction form. Okay, numerator will we will subtract the log of numerator minus log of denominator part. Again, the if number is in the power form like m to the power n, if we are taking the log of that number, so the power will be written as a number. After that, we will take the log of the given base. Okay, that means n log m base will be same like a. These are the three formula related to the logarithm which you have to keep in your mind. Okay, and don't worry, I'll discuss the so many formula means concept means questions related to your surds indices in the next class. After that, I'll cover means your simple interest, compound interest, and ratio and proportion. These are the some topics which is remaining in the arithmetic part. After that, we will start the blood relation, direction, sense test, clock, calendar, time, and other things. Okay, so is it clear or not? Surds, indices, and logarithm, basic formula about this. So please do one thing, please write, note it down in your own copy. Okay, I'll upload all these means this PDF on your drive. So please go through these formulas so that when we will start the questions like this. Suppose first question is here, square root of 8 whole power 1 by 3. How you will solve it? Just see here. Okay. Square root of 8 whole power 1 upon 3. So again, square root of 8, that means 8 power 1 upon 2. Is it clear? And whole power 1 upon 3. Okay, that means some surds like this, you will write 1 upon n. Okay, and again somewhere is written like 1 upon n whole power m. That means we will write it a 1 upon means a to the power m upon n. Basically, we will multiply these two numbers. So 8 whole power 1 upon 2, and when you will multiply by 3, you will write it like this. So 8 power 1 upon 6. Again, you can write 8 as like 3, 2 power 3 whole power 1 upon 6. Again, a power m power n. So m and n will go in the multiplication form. That means 3 into 1 upon 6. That means 2 power 1 upon 2. Okay, 2 power 1 upon 2. So 2 power 1 upon 2, that means square root of 2. So just we'll check that square root of 2 is given in the option or not. Yeah, so C will be the correct option. So there are 4 more questions available in the PDF. So please try to solve them and just find out the answer, okay, for the next class. And what about the percentage? Means have you done with the question or not?
Done, sir.
Okay, done. Fine. So after that, profit and loss,
Yes, sir.
done with the questions. So
Yes.
solution required for the profit and loss, or I can skip that part.
Sure, you can share, so we'll match that answer.
Okay.
Sir, you can share at Monday because I'm go through this topic now.
Okay, don't
Profit
worry, don't
and
worry.
loss.
I'll share, and just to be honest with yourself. Now, if I already shared the solution, don't see the solution. Try to solve the answer by yourself. After that, if you are not able to solve any question, or you want to cross verify the concept or anything else, you can just check it out by yourself. Basically,
Can I share my copy after completing all the maths?
you can
Quick.
share, don't worry, you can share, I'll check, but
Yes,
do
sir.
one thing, whatever the question I'm sharing, that is that is only for the self assessment. So first of all, solve your question. After that, check your answers by using the means solution. Okay, from that one thing will be there. You will be able to pick the concept. Suppose if you are not able to solve the question in the class, means by using your own concept, but when you are using the when you are going through the solution part, you just got some new logic or anything else, so that will be easy for you. Ultimately, you have to solve the answers in your examination hall. I'll not go there other, or I'll not discuss the questions there. So just try to solve those questions by yourself. And if you are facing difficulty, like for in any concept or anything else, suppose if you are not able to means able to just catch the solution whatever I mentioned in the means in the slide, then you can ask that question in the classroom, or in the means on my WhatsApp number or anywhere else. Okay, that will be
Okay,
fine.
sir.
Yeah. Okay, so first of
Thank
all,
you, sir.
just cross check the
Sir,
answer by
sir,
using yeah.
म, मेरा ऐसे का जो क्वेश्चन मैंने आपको भेजा था वो आंसर राइटिंग मैंने आपको
Yes,
भेजा था वो
yes, yes,
कब
yes.
अब चेक कर देंगे वो इसके बारे में पूछ रही थी.
Okay, essay I think you shared yesterday, right?
Yes, sir.
So just don't worry, I'll check check
Okay,
that, don't worry.
सर
But
एंड प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस में अगर कोई कंफ्यूजन मुझे हुआ तो मैं मंडे को आपसे पूछ मतलब अगर जिस दिन क्लास होगा मंडे अगर नहीं हुआ जिस दिन शेड्यूल में रहेगा मैं आपसे पूछ लूंगी.
हाँ
कोई
बिल्कुल,
प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
no problem is there,
Sir,
don't worry about it.
is there another way we can solve the question without using like वो आप जो 0.2 टाइप का जो आप मेथड बोल रहे हैं ना 0.2 ऐसा 0.8 0.8 ऐसा जो आप बोल रहे थे ना डेसिमल फ्रैक्शन डेसिमल का मतलब उससे मेरा प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है
नहीं तो if you are
समझने
facing
में.
if you are facing the problem related to the questions of the percentage and profit loss by solving in the decimal form, तो आप एक काम करो, just proceed with the 100. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you will get the answer, don't worry. So the calculation will be little much, but you will get the answer.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Fine.
sir.
Okay. So any other person have any doubt, then please raise your hand. You can ask. Okay, no problem. So if no one have query, then not an issue. So profit and loss done or not, and require more question on the profit and loss, or that will be that those questions are sufficient.
You can give more questions on profit and loss.
Okay, Hemu, I'll share you separately. Don't worry. Okay. Yes. Yeah, Chandru, you also want some more questions on the profit and loss?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, I'll share definitely. And please, if anybody is not able to solve those questions, so don't worry. Basically, जो questions हैं वो थोड़े से tough भी हैं. ऐसा नहीं है. The level of the CSAT exam is not as much, but don't worry. You can just solve. Try to solve those questions. And if you are not able to solve, then just go through the means formula and the solutions. After that, if you are able to pick the answer, that's okay. And still you want to ask any question, you can just ping me on the WhatsApp or in the class as well. But please don't ask in the class because these are means time bounded class. So that's why यहाँ पे थोड़ा problem होगा. If you will ask separately, I'll tell. Definitely, I'll tell you all guys. Okay. So
Okay,
now please take 5 minutes break. After that, Akansha ma'am, sorry, Astha ma'am will continue with your English class. Fine?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes, please ask.
Sir, will I get the previous classes video and
Don't worry. You already you enrolled na?
yes, sir, I enrolled.
Okay, so please share. I'll share my mobile number. So please share your contact details on my number.
Okay, sir.
Okay, just save my number 8982970227. So this is my number. Please share your email ID, your registered name, and your mobile number. So I'll provide you the access for the dashboard as well as for the Google Drive. Okay. I think I already shared some classes in the morning to the sir.
Yes,
share.
sir.
Okay, you got 4-5 classes, na? Fine,
Yes.
don't worry. You'll get all the things. Don't worry. Okay. So any other person have any doubt, then please ask. Okay, so already Astha ma'am is here. So please take 5 minutes break. After that, she will continue. Okay. Thank you so
sir.
much. Okay, thank you so much.